Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run it again with Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement for opening drive. Just right all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with the 2nd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally marked down at the 23. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down the right sideline, Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. When you look at this Bronco defense, they interplay one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now Mahomes. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Knight on the handoff. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done.
There he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in at just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mims in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. How about this? And finally taken down at the 15. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's a pickup of 66 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pacheco, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Well, he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on real.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. as he ran off the field after making that play. We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 25, here's second and a yard. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They give it to Williams, running right. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A big hit. That one goes for 40 yards.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, that one hurts. Anyone on defense?
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him now. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
That's it. Good call. Leaders never win. That's an obvious call.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Bobcat.
Now it's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
In motion right goes Sutton.
Spread the ball on the stride.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, they do tack on the extra point as well. And we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Look at the big man rumble. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Broncos 31.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. No flags. And in the final stages of this game, they're an extra point away from tying us up.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. We are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give your...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. Sheds off the tackle. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot.
Listen, the past relentless, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you want my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake.